Howdy friends, it's Caleb Hawkins coming to visit with you again. It's been a little bit of time since I've had a chance to step foot in front of a camera lens. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to tell you a great old story from back where I grew up. I get to tell a lot of stories on stage when I do my concerts, but since I haven't had a chance to do any concerts in a while, I thought that I'd take this moment to share one with you, and I hope it brightens your day. You see, I come from a part of the country called Southeast Indiana. It's where Ohio and Kentucky all converge right there on the Ohio River with Indiana. And it's a pretty rugged part of the country. Of course, most folks think that Indiana is flat as a pancake. And central and northern Indiana pretty much is. But southeast Indiana, on the other hand, has been eroded away over thousands and millions of years by the Ohio River. And what you get is a part of the country that feels about as lumpy as grandma's mashed potatoes when she's in a hurry. And well, this story happened in the 1950s, is my understanding. There was a circus that had a train going through Lawrenceburg on the way to Cincinnati one night, and the engineer took a curve just a little too fast, and the train derailed. And local law enforcement come to the scene to help them out and try to round up all the critters that got loose when the train cars busted open. And well, they had their hands full, lions and tigers and bears and monkeys even. But strangely enough, the bull elephant, the star of the show, he got loose. And he took up the holler up Tanner Creek and disappeared into the night. And, well, as you can imagine, a bull elephant getting loose is not good for public health and safety. So the sheriff sent his deputies out in the morning looking for him. There wasn't much use in sending them out that night because all they was going to do was get lost or possibly hurt. And so in the morning, one of the deputies happened to roll up on Betty Smith's old place. And Betty Smith was she's a sweet old lady, but she was kind of a product of the Great Depression. She didn't have the greatest education. She didn't own a television, rarely listened to the radio, and couldn't read the newspaper. And when the deputy rolled up to the house and knocked on the front door, he said, "Mrs. Smith, we're looking for an elephant." Miss Smith didn't even know what an elephant was. So the deputy proceeds to try to describe an elephant to the lady. He said, "Ma'am, an elephant is a creature that's about 3,000 pounds, about 7 foot tall at the shoulder, big ears and a tail." She said, "Why, I believe he was through my garden this morning." The deputy got all excited knowing he was close to catching this runaway bull elephant. He said, "Well, ma'am, what was he doing in your garden, if you might mind me asking?" And she said, "He was pulling up cabbages with his tail." The deputy said, "Excuse me?" She said, "You heard me. He was pulling up cabbages with his tail." And the deputy didn't even blink. He said, "Well, ma'am, what was he doing with the cabbages?" She said, "Mister, you wouldn't believe me if I told you."